Namo Buddhaya. I'd like to read a part from guidance and insight from the Buddha, common Buddhist text. This is in the life of the historical Buddha, chapter 1, page 87. This is the Buddha's bodily characteristics as shaped by his excellent past actions. Context. It describes the 32 body characteristics that Gautama, the awakened Buddha, was born with. It's indicative of the future as either a Buddha or a Sakkavati, a compassionate will turning monarch. These characteristics or marks may be regarded as physical in the normal sense or as aspects of a spiritual body which only a sensitive people could see. Either way, some of them come to use as a basis for visualizing the Buddha and the qualities he's embodied, and then to the form of the Buddha images. When these developed, each characteristic is said to be a karmic result of a particular excellence in the past life, and to be indicative of a particular quality of a life of a Buddha or Sakkavati, someone with the will turning. They include such things as the marks of the wheels on the soles of his feet, his soft hands, his beautiful voice, very blue eyes, a white filament of hair between his eyebrows, and seeming to be crowned by a turban. The past actions that these marks are seen as done by Gautama when still a bodhisattva, as follows. Basically, that's when he attained his arihantship, or became an arihant, but he has still not reached liberation or moksha, and he still guides and leads people on the path to achieve liberation or enlightenment for themselves. And it's amazing with these 32 marks of bodily characteristics that Gautama was born with. So in this, the Tathagata in his previous birth. So the word Tathagata is someone who is gone. He's gone from that. He's an arihant. He has no more desires and no more cravings or crankers that are holding him back. But it says that the Tathagata in his previous birth, when formerly he was born as a human being, was firm in undertaken, steadfast in undertaken wholesome actions, good conduct of body, good conduct of speech, and good conduct of mind, generosity, ethical discipline, observances of special restraints, reverence towards mother, towards father, towards renunciants, towards Brahmins, sages, Sitris, and monks, honoring the eldest of the family, and every kind of higher skillful state. He acted for the happiness of many people, dispelling agitation, terror, fear, providing guard and defense and protection in accordance with Satanat Dharma, the eternal law, gave alms with all the accomplishments, having renounced onslaught on living beings. He refrained from harming living beings. The stick laid down, the sword laid down. He dwelt conscientiously, full of pity, sympathetic to the good of all living beings. He was a giver of excellent, a delightful, hard, and soft food, delicious and refreshing streams. He was one who united people through the four means of drawing together, harmoniously giving, endearing, speech, helpful conduct, and impartiality. He was one who uttered speech to people concerned with both their welfare and for the Satanat Dharma, the eternal law, and explained these in detail to them. He performed the sacrificial act of giving the Dhamma, bringing happiness and welfare to living beings. He taught throughly craft or science or conduct or activity, thinking. May they understand me quickly, discern quickly, quickly succeed. May they not suffer long. He approached renunciants and Brahmins, monks, siddhis, and questioned them thoroughly. What is wholesome, venerable sir? What is unwholesome? What is blameworthy? What is blameless? What is to be practiced? What is not to be practiced? What, if done by me, would bring harm and suffering for a long time? Or on the other hand, what if done by me would be beneficial and cause happiness for a long time? He was free from anger, filled with serenity. Even when spoken too much, he did not take offense, become angry, show ill will, or become obdurate. He was manifest as neither wrath nor anger or discontent. He was one who gave fine and soft carpets and coverings of fine linen, of fine cotton, fine silk, and fine wool. He was one who brought together long lost and long separated relatives, associates, friends, and companions. He was one who united the mother and the child with the mother, likewise father and child, brother and brother, brother and sister. He was one who took pleasure in having made harmony. He sought harmony among the populace, knew who each person was similar to, knew it by himself, knew each person's special qualities. He was formerly one who did what was required in accordance with people's special qualities. This one is the worthy of this. This one is worthy of that. He was desirous of the welfare of many people, or of their benefit, or their comfort, and their rest from labors. He thought constantly and consistently, how may they increase in faith? How may they increase in ethical discipline? How may they increase in learning? How may they increase in generosity, in knowledge of Satanat Dharma, in knowledge of Panya, wisdom, increase in wealth and grain, in the land and property, beasts and fowl, sons and wives, servants and workers, relatives and associates, and in connections by marriage. He was one whose nature was not to harm other beings, whether by hands, by stones, by sticks, or by swords. He was one who was not swifty, not acting in a crooked way, and not looking in a calculated way. He was one who looked at people in a direct way, courageous, with a straightforward mind, with loving eyes. He was the leader of the people in wholesome actions, foremost among the people in good conduct of body, good conduct of speech, and good conduct of mind, in providing alms, undertaking ethical discipline, observance on days of special restraint, honoring mother and father, Brahmins, siddhis, monks, renunciants, respecting the head of the clan, and in the manifold kinds of higher skillful states. He was a speaker of the truth, Sat-Chat, united with truthfulness, reliable, trustworthy, not a deceiver of people. He, having abandoned decisive speech, abstained from decisive speech, having heard something from one group of people, he was not one to tell it somewhere else, causing others to be in conflict with them. Or having heard something from those others, he was not one to tell it to the first group, causing them to be in conflict with the other people. Thus he was a uniter of those divided, a sustainer of those united, fond of harmony, delighted in harmony, rejoicing in harmony. He was one who uttered speech, which brought about harmony. He had abandoned harsh speech, abstained from harsh speech. He was one who uttered a kind of speech which it is gentle, pleasant to hear, affectionate, reaching to the heart, courageous, pleasing, and attractive to many. He abandoned idle chatter, abstained from idle chatter. He spoke at the right time, what is correct and to the point of the Satana Dharma's ethical discipline. He was one who uttered speech to be treasured, timely, for a reason, measured, meaningful. Having abandoned wrong livelihood, he was one who earned his living by right livelihood. He was one who abstained from crooked ways, such as cheatings with weights, false metals and measures, taking bribes, deceiving and fraud, and for such acts of violence and maiming, beating, binding, mugging, and looting. This is from Lakkhana Sutra, Dika Nikaya. I would like to leave you with this today. As I was going over it before my lunch, I thought it was something interesting that I would share with you all. May you be well. Sukhita Hotu. Om Namo Buddhaya.